Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's exciting times here at Borussia Monchengladbach. Yes, there's only 2 games left in the Bundesliga season, and we are still on top. Let's have a quick look at what's been going on. So after Manchester United knocked us out of the Champions League, I decided to change the tactic and the formation. More about that later, there are reasons for that. But then we went back into the league. Nice 1-0 against Werder Bremen. Another 2-0 win against Eintracht Frankfurt. And a little friendly in there because there was an international. And then we played RB Leipzig away from home. And it was a game really we had to win. But we got beat 3-1 and that wasn't great. But having said that, Bayern Munich, who have not been slipping them at all, did slip up that weekend. I think they only got a draw. So instead of there being, I think it was 2 points or something like that, there's only 1 point now. So anyway, Borussia Dortmund next, a 2-0 win against them. Hertha Berlin 3-0 and FC Köln 3-0. So at the moment, we're banging goals in. We're not conceding at the back. Let's hope that continues. So today we have the last 2 games of the Bundesliga season. We'll have a look at the league in a second. We have Freiburg away. Crazily, then there is an international break, I think. So I'll put a little friendly in there. And then the last game of the season is at home, and it's against Hamburg. As you can see, it's do or die at the top. We are still top of the league, but there's only 1 point in it now. We have 85 points. That other team have 84. And I'm sure that every team in the league will be hoping that we win the league, because everybody is sick and tired of seeing that other team on top of the league, winning the league by 15 points every season. I'm sure it's one of those, any other team but, well, that other team. And because of our league position, we have qualified for the Champions League for next season, and the budgets have already been announced. So the budgets are 2.2 million for wages and 62 million as a transfer budget, which is pretty good by any stretch of the imagination. The only problem is now all the top players that I would like to sign are in excess of 60 million. I mean, some of the players that are being bandied around now, 240 million. And it seems to have the transfer market seems to have gained a lot of pace. So what I'll be able to get for 60 odd million, I don't know. Whether I'll be able to move some players out, again, I don't know. One of the bad things that's happened is that Oscar Glock picked up a really nasty injury, and he's out for about 6 months now. So my little wonder kid there is, whether he'll come back the same player, I have no idea. We're going to have to wait until the middle of next season now before we find out. So very, very bad news. On a more positive note, we just had a team meeting with the players, and I've said to them, generally, you can't put expectations on them. You can't say, look, we can do this, But this time, the advice was, go to them and say, look, we can do this now. We only need blah-de-blah-de-blah. We've won the league. I went to them and I said exactly that, and they were all chuffed to little mint balls. So we all seem to be reading from the same page, which is rather nice. So without any further ado, let's get stuck into these 2 games, because at the end of these 2 games, we'll either be crowned champions and have a shiny trophy lift, or we'll be in second place, which generally is the place that Bayern Munich allow us to have in the league. Let's hope it's the former. Let's get to the dugout. Well, welcome to the dugout for this game against Freiburg, and this is the new tactic that I've been talking about. This is what we're going to be playing next season. It's been a bit of a weird kind of thing with the scouts. They kept bringing strikers to me, and also Goncalves, who he plays okay on the left wing, but as a striker he's pretty lethal. So actually, I've got Goncalves, I've got Leonardo, I've got Viper, who was brought to my attention, and the new Brazilian lad, who's a wonder kid, who's been loaned back to his parent club, will be joining us in July. So I've got 4 strikers at the club. I mean, sometimes you have a struggle finding one striker. I've got 4. So I thought, right, what formation can we play? And given the fact that we've got some really creative players, and also a couple of decent DMs, I thought, well, 4-3-3 diamond should work quite nicely. And that's what I've been playing, and for the most part, it's been working. So we are going to stick with that, and we are going to play this formation next season, unless we get off to a really bad start, and then, well, anything can happen. So we've got in goal, we've got Dennis Simon, and let me tell you, the game he's doing its level best to leave me without a keeper. In the last 6 games, he's been injured twice. Not bad injuries, but just injuries that he's had to play with, because my backup keeper is not that great. So it's doing its level best. Dennis Simon injured, in goal, back 4 of Nets, Perez, Thiaw and Fresneda. Esposito is the anchor. Dewey and Lokonga in midfield. Yankov is playing as the attacking midfielder today behind Goncalves and Leonardo. The needless to say today, if Bayern Munich drop points today and we win, then we will win the title today. But Bayern Munich have been on a massive roll. I can't see them dropping points. I don't think the AI will allow it, to be quite honest. So, but this game's not started well, and Freiburg, I mean, I suppose it's quite even. The momentum has been with us, but half an hour and absolutely nothing happening. Going to give them a shout of encouragement. They're all smiley faced. Not one single highlight in the first half. Bearing in mind, we're top of the league. Top of the league and not one single highlight. Okay, dressing room. Far from pleased with what I've just seen. Can you sort yourselves out? Can the AI let us have a highlight? Yes, it is. Can this be a highlight that goes in the back of the net? I know it's the AI's job. Oh, and Esposito. What a strike that was. Yeah, I know it's the AI's job to, it's a computer game, and I know it's the AI's job to keep us all on the edge of our seats, but, I mean, the way I look at it is, it doesn't keep anybody in the edge of the seat when Bayern Munich are winning the league by 15 points every season. You know, when it's Bayern Munich, it's, you know, it's a cert win, and it's a cert, you know, trophy lift. I mean, you know, let's not have anybody challenge them, shall we? Anyway, we are winning 1-0 and we're 63 minutes in, and we need to make some subs. We need to stop waffling. So let's have a quick look at the subs that we can make. And how are we looking? Dennis Simon, he's nervous apparently. Fresneda, very, very tired. Can't bring Bauer on at left wing back because he's out injured at the moment. We are picking up a few little injuries. I mean, if I'm honest, I think we've done quite well with injuries this season, so it's probably a bit kind of off form to be complaining, but we are picking up a few niggling injuries just at the wrong time. Okay, so we're going to bring, I think we're going to bring, Kraus is going to come on there because we've got a yellow card in there, and I think we're going to bring Collado on. So just 3 changes we're going to make, and let's see if we can actually get the 3 points here. So we're going to drop down to more of a positive approach now. And, I mean, we really don't need any more highlights now, Football Manager. I mean, I know you've not put any in this game, but now the AI said, yeah, we need some highlights now because we need to have it squeaky bum time again. There's highlights. Okay, so Freiburg now coming forward. Very cynical. Very cynical. You know what? This game makes me very cynical. Drives me absolutely potty sometimes. Okay, 10 minutes to go and we're still winning 1-0. Maybe should make some more subs, but I think I'm just going to leave the team as it is at the moment. I'm not going to change it. We are running through now for a nice 3 points here. And yes, we've got the 3 points. We've got an international break coming up, so I'm not too bothered about players being particularly tired. So, okay, we didn't play as well as we could do, but I'm happy with the result. How many times have I said that this season? We're top of the league, by the way. The AI in this game drives me mad. I'm going to have to stop doing that because people are going to get cheesed off with me continually calling the AI out. That's not easy to say. Okay, so again, another thing I've noticed as well, cynical hat on again, Bayern Munich always play late. Always. Is that a real thing in real life? Because if they do, if they always kick off later than everybody else, Is that not in Bayern Munich's favour? Because then they know what they've got to do. In this game, it happens every time. Anyway, Bayern Munich have played now. They did have the later game. It was a 6:30 kickoff when we all kicked off at 3:30. I mean, I would say a good 90% of the time through the season, that's exactly what's happened. I've always had to wait for the Bayern Munich result coming in. But they did win 2-1 at Hertha Berlin. So there's just a 1 point in it now going into that final game of the season. Well, 90 minutes away now from some shiny silverware. The first shiny silverware of the save. It's been a long time coming. It's been 4 seasons. The problem is when you're in a league with Bayern Munich, I mean, you know all of the in-game messages that you get about transfer spend and wage spend and profit and loss and this, that and the other. Bayern Munich are always way out at the front. It's not even close. They may as well be in a different league to us. So believe me, winning this league will be some feat. Anyway, let's get stuck in. We've got an international break now, and then we'll be back very shortly for the last game of the season against Hamburg. Okay, nerves are a little bit shredded here in the dugout, but 3 more points and we could get some shiny silverware, and we're at home in front of our own fans. I mean, it couldn't be a better ending to the season. The team is Dennis Simon in goal. His injury seems to have cleared up now, so we've got a fully fit Dennis Simon today. Back for is Rom, Perez, Thiaw and Fresneda. Kraus has to come in today in place of Esposito, who's picked up too many yellow cards. So we have Dewey and Lokonga in the middle. Yankov is the attacking midfielder behind Goncalves and Leonardo. And in 90 minutes time, it could be party time. Yankov with the corner. Again, that gets headed out. Kraus to Thiaw. Ball switched out to Yankov, and a little flick there by Goncalves, but it doesn't get between the 2 white sticks. So Rome now with the corner. Anybody get the head on this? No, we don't jump for the ball again. I wish there was a button that I could press that said, can the centre-halves please jump for the ball at corners, because they seem to do the complete opposite. Dewey lost the ball in midfield. Ball cannons back off his ankles. We do win the ball back though. Dewey, can he do better with it this time? Ball over the top, Goncalves. He has got Leonardo in the middle, but he's decided to come back with it. And can we stick them? No, we can't. And it's all Gladbach at the moment. We get a free kick there. Don't send him off, referee. That's fine. Yeah, no, we don't want any sent-off players. I don't do well against 10 men. And that came to nothing. Just going to give the lads a little bit of a shout of encouragement. And now it's Hamburg at the other end. Let's hope that after all of those missed chances, we don't go and concede to a really soft goal. Oh my word, this game drives me mad. Let's skip that. I mean, the silliness in this game. How many chances have we had up the other end and can't put the ball in the net? They've had 1 shot and scored it, or 1 chance and scored it. Can we nick that ball? Can somebody come and put the foot on the ball? Can we win it? No. Header there. Oh, now what is that? Come on, AI. Stop having my players look like complete and utter buffoons. Come on. Please, this is not fair. Oh my word. Right, Lokonga. Come on, AI. Sort yourself out. Just give us a few breaks here. Look at it. Look at the momentum here. It's been all Gladbach. Completely all of us, and we're losing 1-0. How are we losing this game 1-0? Rome into the box. That couldn't have dropped for Leonardo, could it? Dewey there to Kraus. Kraus over the top. And, of course, our header hits the crossbar and goes over the top. Moving into half-time now. I mean, we've been so on top in this game. It's unreal how we're losing it 1-0. Shall we ask the AI how we're losing it 1-0? Come on, lads, you've been terrible so far. Please sort it out. Shall we make a change? Anybody not playing well up front? Leonardo maybe not playing well up front. Should we bring Viper on? I think we need to give him a chance, given the fact that we've just given him a flea in the rear. Let's give him a chance. So, away come Hamburg again with the ball. They have nobody chasing up to support Fresneda there. Nice nick with that. Over the top, Leonardo, he only needs to square that. It's in the back of the net. It is in the back of the net. Goncalves. And it's back to 1-1. And I very nearly took Leonardo off, but he's been the provider there. Goncalves there. Don't know how he got it in from that angle. But maybe the AI in this half is going to be a little bit kinder to us. Leonardo there. I mean, this is a strange goal. Tightest of angles. If we'd have given that away, I would have been extremely annoyed. Okay, 50 minutes on the clock. Hamburg with a highlight. We need the ball at the other end of the park now. Dennis Simon comes out, takes that nice and confidently. What's he going to do with this ball now? And he's going to roll it out to Perez. Perez to Rom. Rom's going to go for a little trot up that wing. Inside, Goncalves. Lovely ball inside to Leonardo. And can Leonardo finish it? He can! He can! It's 2-1. And the play that I very nearly took off has now provided and scored. We're winning this game 2-1. And this is a lovely move. What a great ball that was from Goncalves to Leonardo. And a very tight angle. Keeper, to be fair, made a bit of a hash of that. But we are winning this 2-1 now. Hamburg there with a free kick. Goes over the top. Think we need to make a few substitutions. We'll give it another few minutes. Get the 60-minute mark up. Okay, just the one change. I've taken Lokonga off and brought Collado on. I don't really want to disrupt the team too much now. I think bringing a load of substitutes on, I think this team deserves to go through to the end of the game now if we can hold it. So we are, I think we're going to, no, we're going to stay on attacking. I'm not going to drop anything off because I think at the end of the day, this team, Goncalves again, and it's 3-1 now. And the two strikers have played absolutely brilliantly today. I mean, feeding one another has been an absolute joy to watch. Look at this take from Leonardo. Oh, what a... oh, that's absolutely beautiful. Goncalves there. It's 3-1. And this team now deserves to stay on the pitch. We're actually going to give them some praise. And that's made them all happy and smiley. Ball up the wing there. No. Right, Hamburg now are not pushing forward. I think they're a little bit deflated. Ball now to Dewey. Dewey to Yankov. Leonardo now, he's chipping the ball in. And it's 4-1. And we're actually going to win the Bundesliga in style. So 2 goals from Leonardo, 2 goals from Goncalves. And if anything, he's making me think that this tactic and formation is the right way to go now. This has got to be it. The 2 strikers there have been absolutely immense. If we can get our strikers working like this, I don't think we need to see it again, do we? If we can get our strikers working like this for next season, then we've got the Brazilian lad coming in as well, Wonderkid. And we're now moving into the final stages of the game. And we do get a trophy lift. And after 4 seasons, this is absolutely brilliant. I can't tell you the immense amount of pride I've got. I mean, I've been tough on them over the season. I've been very tough, but I think it's worked out. And this new formation's actually done really well in the last month or 2. And we're going to lift the trophy now. Yes, and we won a bit of shiny silverware. It's the first of many. Champions League next. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? But that is absolutely brilliant. And as the players walk towards the fans there just to get some accolades and get a bit of a cartwheel there, that's absolutely amazing. The ticker tape rains down and we are Bundesliga champions. Absolutely brilliant. And just to reinforce the fact that I played with 2 strikers and they've all scored 2 goals. Goncalves 9.2, Marcus Leonardo 9.9. I think we'll definitely be using this formation and tactic next season. And what a way to end this episode. Absolutely brilliant. I can't believe we've won the Bundesliga. And I mean, that other team have chased us all season. And, well, we've done it. And not only have we done it, but I just had a quick look. Bayern Munich only drew their last game of the season at home. So FC Köln got a point out of them. They didn't even score, 0-0. So we've actually won. In fact, well, let's have a quick look at the final league standings, shall we? And in the end, we did it by 3 points. So 91 points. Bayern Munich had 88 points. Leipzig, a very, very poor third on 69. So there was only ever 2 teams in it for months and months towards the end of the season where we just about done it. I mean, their goal difference, 67, we had 51. So they would still have won it even if points had been level. But anyway, let's not talk about that. We're champions. Because these emails are very nice to scroll through now. You know, all of this is just saying really nice stuff. You know, Monchengladbach win the Bundesliga. Gaffer brings big success for the Borussia Monchengladbach fans. The board are happy with the Bundesliga win. Well, I'm sure they are. And classy Marcus Leonardo on form for a Borussia Monchengladbach. I'm not quite sure what he finished on for the season. Let's just have a quick look what he finished on for the season. So he actually scored 27 goals altogether, 18 in the league, 6 assists, 5 player of the match, 7.29. So absolutely brilliant performance. But I don't think Goncalves will be too far behind him. Yeah, so this is what's kind of twisted my arm to go with the 2-striker system for next season. Goncalves has scored 24 goals this season, 17 in the league, 4 assists, 3 player of the match, 7.24. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Goncalves. And I think if we can keep hold of him, and that's probably going to be our major issue now, is keeping hold of these top players. And the money that swirls around German football, we've been given 96 million for winning the Bundesliga. I mean, some of my other saves where I'm playing in Italy and whatever, I mean, the money in those leagues is like, it's a fraction of this. So 96 million. I mean, if we look at the finances, we've got 93 million in the bank, transfer budget 62 million, and we're about 400,000 under the wage budget. And I think that is where we're going to leave it. I don't know whether we'll get a season review. There seems to be a little bit of a glitch in it. I've spoken about this before. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. So I'm not going to hang around and wait for it. You know, in the next episode, I'll do one of my own if we don't get one. But I think you'll agree with me. That's been a great season. And like I said before, I've been hard on them at times, but I think that's paid off in the end because, you know, it's tough love sometimes. You've got to give some tough love out, get these players performing. Don't let them hang around. Don't let them stagnate. You've got to keep them on the toes all of the time. So it's that time of the season again now. A bit of head scratching. I'm going to go away now. I've got some money to spend. I'm going to go away, have a look at the team, see where we can strengthen, see whether, I don't know whether we'll be able to keep hold of all of our players. There might be some money coming in, but let's see what we can do with this team now because next season, the goal is Champions League. Can we actually do the Champions League? Not quite sure. There's a message came up there. Manchester United got knocked out of the Champions League in the semi-final by Liverpool. So the final was Real Madrid and Liverpool. So they did make it to the semi-finals, Manchester United. And to be fair, I wasn't too dismayed by that. We put up a really good, good performance in that game. And, it was a fairly close game. Anyway, like I say, I'm waffling again now. I'm a little bit overjoyed with the Bundesliga winning that shiny trophy. You know why I like shiny trophies? So all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you stuck it in this far into the video, thanks for watching. It's greatly appreciated. And if you could give me a subscribe, a like, a comment, any of those kind of things, helps the channel to grow. And the channel is growing. Viewing numbers are increasing, specifically with the rebuilds that I'm doing. If you've not watched any of those, then go and have a quick watch of one of those, because they are quite interesting and I really enjoy doing those. So that's it, wrapping this episode up, and the next episode will be transfer window and building towards, let's see if we can do next season, see if we can do the Bundesliga again would be lovely, but definitely the Champions League. So we'll see you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.